to take for training.
Yeah.
You got people like Brenton Wilson who's like, I'm about to do all these 6 and 800s, and you got people like Masai Russell who decide to do more of the 60 and the 60 hurdles.
Yeah.
What's your approach, Sid?
Honestly, I think both are really important. You have to be able to have that strength to withstand that last 100 meters of the 400 hurdles, but you also need the speed because, like many have said, we've turned it into a sprint. So I think both approaches are awesome and necessary because you have to be able to be a great hurdler and strong enough to hold it. So.
Hey, listen, she is the world champion, the Olympic champion, and the world record holder. So if anything, I would take some advice from her.
And now coming down as we get prepped, it is Josiah Rogers, Antoine Hughes Jr., Isma Ixna, and unfortunately we watched Michael Larry over in the long jump and he did hurt himself a little bit, so he will not be joining, and that was the favorite out of lane 4. Lane 5, Brody Buffington, Jeray Hawkins lane 6, Christian Anderson 7, and Jalen A. Scott in 8, and I still expect some speedy times out of this.
I'm about to throw in a little bias out there. Hoga athlete Jalen A. Scott, Hart of Georgia.
I am tired of your bias.
Listen, I'm friends with everybody, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Coach down there in Georgia. I see your kid out here; he is doing his thing. So hopefully he comes away with a gold medal.
I heard there were some speedy times going on earlier today.
Oh, Sydney.
I wasn't here, but I heard it was spicy.
Spicy? Jasmine?
These guys were absolutely moving. For the boys, coming in 6:69 for our fastest guy, MVA, but unfortunately he's hurt, so we're not seeing him. But we do have Brody Buffington, who we've watched, 6:70 in.
It's the buff man. Listen. I'm sorry.
Buffington goes very well with him.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. He is a pretty buff kid. I'm not going to lie. Sid, some of the other stuff that we seen today.
The 200.
The
16-year-old. 22:33. You 16. Girl, you would have been third on the podium yesterday at NCAAs at 16.
Crazy. I don't know what's in the water these days, but these kids are flying.
And you know what's in the water. First of all, you had the water.
Started the water.
Don't even cap.
Okay, you've done trickled this water down to them.
Matter of fact, she done spiced up the water a little bit herself. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, man. I 22.3. You said?
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
High school.
So
that's faster than I ran in college.
Me too.
That is insane.
I ran 22.8 in college.
You were an elite athlete at the high school level yourself. So what is it like coming out here and seeing more elite athletes at the high school level?
Oh my goodness. It just reminds us that there's always someone better, on the way up, and the future of track and field, especially in the United States, is so bright.
It's so bright.
And I think we're seeing now, with who we have at the elite level, we're going to start changing things in our sport, but this youth is going to take it to the next level.
Yes,
so it's really
absolutely.
exciting.
Oh my God.
So,
shaking in my boots.
Are in the blocks.
Man. They are out. Mr. Buffington looking pretty bummed coming down that straight. But he's going to have to fight for it. Who is it going to be?
Isma Insignia right now.
Wow, 6:59. Girl, we forehead to forehead.
Brody Buffington, 6:64. Jeray Hawkins clocking in a 6:69. Absolutely amazing job.
Man.
Sid, I know we don't have a side view, but we got a head view. What did you think of that race?
I think it looked way better than mine. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, she on this mic cutting up.
Way better.
She is on this mic cutting up right now. I need her to stop playing with herself.
That was big respect.
Wait a minute.
Big respect.
Again.
Absolute respect to these 60 meters.
Again with the NCAA, I'm sorry, he would have qualified for nationals. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
When you put that into perspective, and just like you said earlier, I literally was just saying this several times after being here and watching these high schoolers compete. This is my first time watching high schoolers compete in a long time in person.
Yeah.
And so me sitting here watching the way that they're developing and the times that they are producing, I'm like, it only makes sense because of how much we've elevated on the professional side. So you would expect
Absolutely.
these high schoolers to to be elevating as well too.
Absolutely. I think there's so much that's being learned, both on our side and their side, and it trickles down. And I think training's getting better, recovery's getting better, nutrition's getting better. And as the sport grows, both professional and collegiate and high school is all growing with it. And I think we're seeing that now with just these high schoolers taking things to literally levels that are astronomical. I don't even know what's happening.
Look, I don't know what's happening
It's
anymore,
crazy.
but I am loving it.
Oh, man, it's great.
Me personally, I feel like I missed the train of getting speed in high school. So I'm gonna need y'all to give some of that back to me. And I think it's my turn